Hey guys, so on the menu we have salmon cakes, salmon patties, salmon croquettes, whichever way you want to call it. I'm used to saying salmon cakes. So I guess it depends on where you're from. Now, I usually make this in the morning for breakfast with some grits, creamy grits, eggs, slice of toast, and now you can eat this for breakfast, for lunch, on a nice sandwich, whichever way. So first we are going to take our canned salmon and we want to drain it. We don't need that juice, so you can drain it and dump it once you're done. Now I'm telling y'all, this is the bomb recipe. This is the easiest recipe, and it's like super crispy and creamy inside. So what you want to do now, me, I don't mind. I like the skin. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with the skin, it would be that black stuff that you see right there. You can remove that. However, like I said, I like it, so I leave it. But I am going to remove the bones. And depending on how you cut it, the bones will just fall right out. So next we are going to take our onions and peppers, and I'm just using a little bit because I don't want my salmon cakes to taste like onions and peppers. So we just wanted to give it that nice little flavor, but not too much. And be mindful, you do want to cut these very thin and fine because you don't want to be able to taste that crunch of a big piece of pepper. Now you can either saute your peppers and onions, or you can mix it in with your salmon and cook it on a medium heat. This way it can cook throughout while it's in the salmon. So I'm going to take my 1 egg and mix that up. We're going to mix it all in. The egg is what is going to hold the salmon cakes from breaking. So we wanted to have a nice hold. And now just mix all your ingredients, mix your seasonings in, and we are just going to mash it on up. Now I'm going to show you what seasonings I use. First, I like to use Old Bay, of course. Any seafood that I'm doing, it got to have some Old Bay. Now, you don't want to use a lot of seasoning, but I season these bad boys up. Now, to turn things up a notch, I am going to use mustard and mayonnaise. Now, the mustard is just going to give it that nice little flavor. You are not going to taste neither one. Trust me, you don't taste it. It just gives it that nice flavor and just a little bit creamy in the middle. I don't want my salmon to taste like it's dried out. So that mayo just brings back that creaminess. I'm telling you 100% you will not taste it. Even if you don't like those two items, you will not taste it. Now we are going to take some cooking oil, frying oil, vegetable oil, and while we let that heat up on a medium to high heat, we are now going to make our patties. So you want to sprinkle a little bit of flour onto the mixture, and then now I usually make between 6 to 8 patties, so depending on how big and how small you want them, that will totally be up to you. But I would say this usually serves about 2 to 3 people, depending on what you're making with it. So while I'm waiting for that oil to heat up, I'm just going to show y'all my thick old stone grits. Okay? They are super thick. And you know you got to add cheese in your grits. You have to. It's a must. Now that my oil is nice and piping hot, like I said, on a medium to high heat. You don't want the oil too hot to where it's gonna cook really quick. But we're gonna drop them babies on in. Now the reason we use that egg, because you see it's not falling apart. In about 3 minutes, you want to flip them. If they are not nice and golden, then you can wait a little bit longer, but we're gonna flip them over and cook on each side for like 3 to 5 minutes. And that is the beautiful creation that we have created. Look at that. Look how beautiful and brown and crunchy it looks. It's good? It's hot, I know. Take your time.